evening, everyone, and welcome to Metamora Township High School for this first round of the sectional between the Metamora Redbirds, the visiting Metamora Redbirds, and the Bloomington Purple Raiders. Metamora comes in. They play on their home field, but there will be the visitors on the scoreboard tonight. This is Scott Kirker along with Kedrick Curtis. The last time we did a game, Kedrick, Metamora pitcher threw a no-hitter.
That was a great day, Saturday. Beautiful weather and a great outing by the Metamora baseball team. Like you said, a no-hitter, 3-0 victory, got ahead early, and it just rolled.
And then the girls come through with a big win over at the Peoria Regional, and they got a big win, won their regional, and here they are hosting their own sectional, and they get to play in it.
Yeah, that's kind of fun when you actually do get to play within your own sectional. It's been a few years since we have hosted that, so get to play at home. You said we are the visitors tonight, so bat first, score first.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Beautiful night, far cry from what it's been in other games we've televised this year, where it's been a little bit rainy and cold and overcast, and tonight it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's got to be, I don't know, low 80s here, probably 80 to 82 degrees, and
when the sun goes down, it's going to be awfully nice.
It's going to be really nice. They've got the lights turned on for the twilight game here, the second game of the sectional semifinal. The first game tonight, East Peoria beat Geneseo.
3-0.
Right.
And we played Bloomington earlier in the year. We lost to him 9-7.
I think that was the score. So there were a lot of runs in that game, and I believe that we gave up a couple of home runs in that game. So, you know, if we can just stay away from the big inning and the big hits, I think we can, you know, look for a different result here tonight.
Didn't play our best game in that game. They said probably should have won it. Kind of kicked the ball around a little bit. And, you know, the girls are starting to kind of play their best ball of the season here, too.
Right. Coach Linder's tried a lot of different lineups this year, both offensively and defensively, and it looks like he's found the combination that he likes, and those girls are performing now here at the end of the season.
Which is nice, and this is when you want to play your best ball of the year, really. And you know, here we come in with a record that doesn't look very good, but you know, when you stop and think, I think they said that we've played 15 one-run games. 15 of their 22 losses are by one run.
I can believe that. Yeah, we saw several of them ourselves, and I know they were in a lot of the games real close and just not able to hold on there at the end. You know, close game earlier this year with Bloomington, so you know.
Metamora's got a chance to win this, you know.
Oh, I think so. I think so. I mean, Bloomington, I'm just familiar a little bit from the girls over the years, and you know, I don't think they have that dominant pitcher that's just going to shut you down. So
like in East Peoria.
Right. So I think, you know, if we can come up here and you know, hit their pitcher a little bit and run the bases, get ahead like they did Saturday in the regional final against Notre Dame, see what we can do.
Should be a nice, looking forward to a nice game here tonight. And it's, you know, we've talked about it before, but this is probably the nicest night of the year so far.
It's a great night. And like I said, the sun is just starting to set. The lights are on. It'll be a twilight game, and it's going to be beautiful. And the kids are done with their finals, so they're all relaxed. The seniors have been done for a little while, but the juniors and underclassmen, they're done now, so.
Yeah, it's looking forward to a good game. So you win this game, and then you come back, I believe, is it Thursday?
I think it's Saturday.
Saturday?
Saturday would be against East Peoria, so we're obviously familiar with them.
Oh, yeah.
Played them twice already this year, and we knocked them out last year in the sectional semifinal on a 1-0 game, and so I'm sure there's nothing more than East Peoria would like to
end our season. But it's hard to beat somebody 3 times.
It sure is. It sure is. And, you know, we saw a different result in the baseball game Saturday after losing to Washington for the last conference game of the year to come back and beat them in the regional.
Yep. And you know, anything can happen in high school sports.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, we got a little bit, you know, the newer lineup here, and I think they're you know, figuring out their roles within that lineup, whether in the top of the order, in the middle, or the bottom of the order. What are their roles, and executing.
So looking forward to a good game today. You know, it's hard to believe that we're getting down to the very end of the high school sports season. Seems like it was just yesterday we started the football season.
And it's almost time for the next year's football season. So.
Yeah. Was it 88 short days until the beginning of the football season?
That sounds about right. We start the season at home this year, right?
Against Sterling,
Yeah.
Johnny Schlemmer.
We'll welcome him back to Metamora, right?
Yeah, we'll be kind enough to pin an L on him. But first things first, we got to take care of business here tonight with the softball team. Looking like there's going to be a pretty nice crowd. The berm is starting to fill up pretty nicely. The berm is one of the favorite places for the softball. This is a great place to actually watch a softball game from.
Oh yeah, up here on the berm, yeah, you get a nice view. They're doing the introductions now, and we do have some of the extra bleachers out as well, and there's people on there and people all around the backstop. So, good night for softball.
Third? 8 is okay. Buon. Them first. We were second in region. We were number 2 seed region.
Must be mighty slim where you're from. Like I said.
Well, I have to be corrected here. Metamora will be the home team. They're the higher seed in the regional.
They were the 2 seed.
So they're the home team here tonight, and so Bloomington will be the visitors.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
Not a problem at all.
I haven't made any money yet because I've been doing all the stuff on my own stuff, but maybe this week.
As Metamora finishes up their warm-ups here in the pregame. Okay, Kedrick, how do you pronounce the last name of the number 3 hitter?
Planice, I think.
Planice.
I think so.
We'll go with that.
Yep.
As we get ready to get started here.
So leading off for the Bloomington Purple Raiders, we've got Taylor Clugston, number 4. Looking for the first pitch from Delaney Jaden. A little bit high for ball 1.
Got a little bit of a scouting report. She's their best hitter. Hits for power and average. Fouled that one straight back. 1-1.
1-1's the count now to Clugston. Delaney Jaden pitched a good game in the regional final.
A base hit to right.
Bloomington gets their leadoff batter on. Second up is Madison Castillo, number 21.
Okay, ball a little bit low.
Metamora's playing the bunt there.
That's up and out of play.
One and one's the count. Next, she bunts that down the first base line. Just foul. 1-2's the count now.
Will they leave the bunt sign on? Or do you take it off and let her hit away?
I never put it past anybody, but typically you don't look for it. A little bit outside evens the count at 2-2.
Nice break on the ball by Marshall, the center fielder. That'll be the first out of the inning.
That was pretty solidly hit.
Yes.
Like you said, Marshall got a good break on the ball and made it look routine for the catch, and the runner retreats back to first base. 1 out and 1 on for Bloomington. First pitch fouled off for strike 1. Throwing down.
Safe.
Called safe.
Looked safe. We just about got her.
Runner in scoring position with 1 out. Ball's hit to the shortstop. Throw's coming home. And she is out.
That's a nice play. Nice backup. Was that Tucker that backed up Pargas? Or was that Marshall?
Marshall came in.
Marshall came in and backed her up from center field. That's a heck of a play by the center fielder.
Yep. So that's a fielder's choice.
They bring in Keely Haynes to run at second base. Two outs, one on, no score.
A bit outside for ball one. Nice pitch. Hit that outside corner. 1-1 now. Delaney gets that call. She can be very effective tonight.
Out straight back. 1-2.
Yep.
That's a nice block by Hartnett behind the plate. Strike three. No runs. One hit. One runner left at the end of 1/2 inning. Bloomington 0, Redbird 0. Metamora coming up for the Redbirds. Kara Hartnett leads off. Abbey Tucker bats second, and Megan Hargis bats third. And if anybody gets on, Mackenzie Marshall bats fourth.
Right.
That's a really heads-up play by the center fielder.
She was charging in and just scooped it up and threw on home. And kind of aggressive base running by Bloomington, but I know they're trying to set the tone as well, and the defense responded. So they were looking for a little bit of a momentum booster on their side, and I think it flipped back the other way to Metamora's side.
Yeah. In a game like this, the little things like that can swing the momentum in a big way, one way or the other.
Definitely, and I think this is going to be a close game tonight. I mean, there were a lot of runs the first time they played, but it was a 2-run game, and see what we get here tonight. The regional championship game, which scored 3 runs in the first inning and made it hold. So
That's
see if we can get off to a fast start here tonight. Kara Hartnett's leading off. Natural left-handed batter.
ball outside. Up and out of play. 1-1.
Looked like Kara was in motion a little bit. Maybe she's going to try a little bit of a slapping game here.
First baseman does play back, doesn't she?
Yep. Swing and miss for strike 2. 1-2's the count now to Hartnett. Hits the ball to shortstop, fields it cleanly, throw to first for the out.
Shortstop looks pretty smooth, doesn't she?
Yeah, she made that look pretty routine, and Hartnett's got pretty good speed out there, and she had her beat by a full step. Brings up Abbey Tucker, freshman second baseman for the Redbirds.
Takes first pitch for a strike, 0-1. Ball maybe a little bit out.
Evens the count now for Abbey Tucker. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2 strikes now. Got to be looking to put that ball in play, protect if it's close.
Way outside. But she set up outside, trying to get the Metamora freshman to go fishing a little bit. Fouls that one straight back. 2-2. Ball outside. Full count.
Full count. I always like to think this is the advantage of the batter because the pitcher has to come close.
Yeah.
Outside ball 4.
That's a good at bat. Tucker draws the 1-out walk. Brings up Megan Hargis. Ball a little low. 1-0 the count.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1-1 the count now to Hargis. See if Coach Linder has any plays on here with this pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
About halfway through her swing, she realized that wasn't a good swing.
That was in the dirt. Kind of dropped on her.
Stays alive, fouls it straight back. 1-2.
Runner's going to second, and ball gets away. I think Tucker had the base anyway.
Yeah, she had a good jump.
Evens a count at 2-2 for Hargis with the runner in scoring position. Single should score. Called strike 3.
That brings up Mackenzie Marshall. She's been swinging a hot bat.
She had one of the 3 hits that we got in Saturday's regional championship game in the first inning. So another big hit here would score a run for us.
Called that a strike?
He called that a strike.
Wow.
Just hope we can get that same call in our half of the inning.
Sometimes umpires get fooled too a little bit. That one looked pretty good.
With 2 strikes on you, yeah, you got to be protecting there. But Abbey Tucker was able to get a base on balls, but we strand her at second base. So 1 base runner. No hits, no 1 left on. At the end of 1, it is 0-0.
Metamora will come out to start the second inning. Due up for is Julia Buab,
Yep,
Laura Summers, and Kaylee Conger.
I think so. Carly. Well,
Carly
sorry.
Conger, yeah.
That's my handwriting. Called strike.
Pretty consistent on that outside half of the plate.
He's going to give that low outside. I think Delaney should live there.
Yeah. Well, she's trying to stay out there, so.
That one was a little bit high. Evens a count at 1-1.
Foul ball.
Came inside on her.
1-2.
Nice pitch.
That was a real nice pitch.
Got her looking for the first out of the inning. Brings up Lauren Summers.
Dead pull hitter with power.
Called strike one. We're going to put the shift on like we're seeing in the major leagues these days.
It looks like they're playing her straight up, though.
Yeah. Floated one in there high for a ball.
That's up and out of play.
2-2. 2-2 to Summers. Nice pitch to get her to pop it up in the air. Hartnett able to chase that down for the second out of the inning.
Not a lot of room back there, but she was able to make a catch. 2 down.
Brings up Carly Conger. I missed the call on that one.
I think it was a ball.
I think it was. So ball one to Conger with 2 outs. Ball's hit, shortstop's got it. Strong throw to first base.
That's a real nice play by Hargis.
Fielded that ball just behind second base.
And then made a real strong throw to first.
Nice throw. Nice inning by the Redbirds. 1-2-3 inning. Score is still 0-0, middle of the second inning. Bottom half of the inning for the Redbirds.
Due up for Metamora, Abby Barrow, Delaney Jaden, and Brooke Aarons.
5, 6, 7 hitters for the Redbirds here tonight.
Nice crowd here tonight.
It is. I'm glad to see the people come out and you know, obviously you see the red and the purple for Metamora, but I'm seeing a few girls from some other area schools as well, and some alumni here tonight, and some alumni's parents. So I mean, it's good that not just the parents are out here tonight, but a lot of other softball fans. So Abby Barrow takes her spot in the batter's box and looking for the first pitch from Planice. called strike one, that outside pitch. He's staying out there.
Well, there's lights out there already. I don't know if they're building a new one or renovating it open.
Got her to chase an awfully high pitch there, but that ball was rising.
That was the rise ball. Outside, 1-2 is the count now. Kind of like we talked about at the beginning of the broadcast. The pitcher here really isn't throwing a lot of heat, but she's changing speeds and changing location. Ball popped up to the second baseman. She fields it for the first out.
That brings up Delaney Jaden. She needs to get on, kind of help herself here a little bit.
Delaney also got one of the big hits in the regional championship game. I think it was a 2 RBI double. So see if she can repeat that here. Oh, first pitch, ground to the first baseman.
Sunday hop for the first baseman too. Brings up Brooke Ahrens, 2 down here in the bottom of the second, no score.
I know that was down the middle, but it's good of Brooke to take that. I mean, you don't want the pitcher to have that easy of an inning.
Yeah, 4 pitches would have been just way too easy. 5 pitches. Now she's in the hole 0-2.
Brooke's one of our senior players, so looking to have a good postseason here. Reads that one. Ball's in the dirt, 1-2 count.
Ball up, 2-2.
Just worked her way back to even the count. Swinging strike 3. 1-2-3 inning for the Redbirds. No hits, and at the end of 2, it's 0-0.
Due up for Bloomington. Megan Coney.
Sure.
Dana Conway, and then the top of the order with Taylor Clugston.
You know, Scott, Cubs fan or not, we both grew up with Harry Carey, and you know, and we know he used to butcher names.
Yeah.
And now we're doing this, and you know what? It's not intentional.
No.
Sometimes you do.
No, yeah. Boy, he did butcher some names, didn't he? So this girl must be known as a kind of a slap hitter because the second baseman's almost playing next to the pitcher.
They definitely got the scouting report on her, and she stood back there and swung on her first one, though. I do like the defensive scheme. I like going inside on the slapper, too. Guys, it kind of gives them a little bit less opportunity to read that pitch. If it's out away from them, they can stick that bat head out and do a lot more with it. Swinging strike 2. Heading the count 1-2 now is Jaden, the pitcher.
So we've kind of taken away that slap hit and made her swing away a little bit.
You see our defense move back now with 2 strikes.
Strike 3.
Nice pitch by Jaden. First out of the inning.
Kind of carved her up a little bit.
That was a nice sequence by the pitcher and the defense, too. So brings up Dana Conway.
He's
strike
calling
one.
that outside pitch, and he has been consistent.
He's been consistent, and that's a spot Delaney can hit. So. That pitch was very close in location to the last one. That one's called a ball. 1-1's the count. Stayed outside, got a swinging strike. 1-2. It's nice when Delaney can work ahead. She's got a lot more options in her pitches. Ball's hit to the second baseman, fields it, throws her out at first base.
Nice play, 2 down here in the top of the third.
Brings up Taylor Clugston. She singled in her first at bat. Bloop single to right field.
Right fielder playing a little deep maybe.
Be looking to play tendencies, and her first at bat was, well, fielded by Jaden. Throw to first. Called safe at first base.
She got down the line in a hurry.
Yeah, leadoff hitter, expects some good speed.
2 outs, 1 on.
Given that, I mean, there was no error on that, and got to call that a hit. It's an infield hit. Speed won that one. Madison Castillo now flew out to center field, or really it was kind of a line drive to center field.
Yeah. Nice play by Marshall, though, to take away the base hit.
Bouncing ball to third base. Litvak's got it.
Oh, that's a
Throw
nice
to
play.
third. Defense comes up big that inning. Nice play by the second baseman and a nice play by the third baseman. Jackie Daniels, first baseman, on the receiving end of both of those. One single by Bloomington, but she was stranded at first base in the middle of the third inning. Still 0-0, Scott.
We have, what, 9-1-2 coming up?
8-9-1.
8-9-1.
Chloe Harmon, Rachel Litvak, and Kara Hartnett. I don't have all the details on it, Scott. We were obviously doing the baseball game Saturday while softball was playing because it was at home.
Right.
And I want to give a shout out to Chloe because I know that she threw somebody out at home from right field in that game, and in a one-run game, that's huge.
That's the game.
So I want to give her props for that one.
And she'll lead off this inning.
Harmon ready for the first pitch. High for ball one.
A little bit outside.
Both pitchers are lefties here tonight, and I think they've both got it figured out. They've got a little bit of edge on that outside corner.
Yeah. Oh, there's a base
Harmon,
hit.
solid single up the middle. Leadoff hitter is on for the Redbirds.
I came back right over the shoulder of the pitcher, and that's a nice,
I
solid,
like that.
nice solid base hit up right back up the middle.
Gives us a lot of options here getting your leadoff batter on. Rachel Litvak up now for the Redbirds. Her first at bat of the evening. Squared around to bunt.
Ooh.
Called strike.
Almost threw that ball away, too.
Harmon was back in time, but yeah, the catcher did try to throw down to first and almost got away. That ball gets back to the backstop. Harmon gets to second base safely.
So that maybe takes away the sacrifice bunt. Now you might be bunting for a hit.
The bunt is still definitely an option here to move her over. Yeah, but and Litvak has good enough speed. Takes that one for ball two.
Nice job of pulling that bat back. You only want
And
a bunch strike.
she's throwing that rise ball is what she's doing there. She's trying to get her to bunt a rise ball, which is hard to do. But Rachel's playing her right and pulling that bat back, and now she's way ahead, 3-1.
No, they called that a strike.
Oh, I'm sorry, 2-2.
2-2.
Where was that?
He's a little slow in his calls, but
Swinging strike 3 for the first out of the inning for the Redbirds.
that brings the top of the order up with Kara Hartnett 1 out, 1 on. Runner in scoring position.
Kara grounded out to shortstop her first at bat. Looking to bring this runner home and give the Redbirds the lead.
Be nice if she could get a gapper. They're playing very, very close. They've come in. Their outfielders are not very deep.
That ball's outside, ball 1. Kara's a smart hitter. She can read that defense. Made an attempt at that one. 1-1's the count.
Two and one. Well, we're back. We've had some more technical difficulties. We did score a run. We're on the scoreboard now with a 1-0 lead.
Scored on a pass ball. Runner at third base, Kara Hartnett, and we have Megan Hargis up here with a 2-2 count. 2 down. Swinging strike 3 for the third out of the inning. Redbirds do score 1, take the lead 1-0 on 1 hit in the inning.
So it's nice to get the lead, 1-0.
Yeah, you just have a feeling this is going to be a close game here tonight.
Due up for Bloomington.
3, 4, 5 hitters. We've got Planice, Henderson, and Buab.
If we can just get on a roll here.
Able to take advantage of a couple of pass balls there to move that runner up and get that first run in. So we do have the lead, which is nice. Delaney's had a couple of strong innings here the last couple of innings. See if we can get this continue in the top of the 4th.
Hopefully those technical difficulties will be behind us now.
Hope so. First pitch was fouled hard down to the third base line.
But we did score when we were off.
Yes, we did. So, we can be intermittent the rest of the night here. Ball's hit to the shortstop, fielded by Hargis cleanly. Throw to first base for the out.
Nice play by Hargis. Bang, bang play at first base, but we got the out.
Brings up Lyndsey Henderson, strikeout in her first at bat. Just outside, called ball 1. Fouled off. 1-1's the count now. Next pitch from Jaden. Ball's hit down the first base side. Foul ball, strike 2. She went after that one.
Easy.
Easy line shot to Abbey Tucker. She took it herself for the second out.
Two outs here in the top of the 4th inning.
Julia Buob, her first at bat, struck out looking. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Ball just a little bit outside.
1-1's the count now. Ball's hit up in the air.
That's up and out of play.
Just out of play. Strike 2. That ball's hit well to right field. Chloe Harmon
Tracks
goes
it down.
after it. Catches it for the 3rd out of the inning.
That looked like that ball was hit a lot farther than what it really was.
She did have to go back to get it. 3 up and 3 down for Bloomington again. At the end of 4, Metamora 1, Bloomington 0.
Coming up for Metamora, Mackenzie Marshall, Abby Barrow, and Delaney Jaden.
4, 5, 6 hitters for the Redbirds here tonight. So looking to get some runners on and moving them around.
Be nice to get a couple of insurance runs here.
Jaden's been able to work ahead in the count with most of the batters tonight, and that's helping her.
Yeah. She's hit her spots, and defense has played awfully well behind her.
Had some nice plays defensively, and when she's working ahead, the batters are swinging at her pitches rather than her trying to work from behind and throwing a batter's pitch.
Yes.
So first up here, Mackenzie Marshall, senior center fielder for the Redbirds.
She got around on that one. Way foul, though.
Pretty foul ball.
Yes.
Foul ball nonetheless.
Strike 2.
Same outside spot.
Mm-hmm. Strike 3.
She got fooled on that one.
Brings up Abby Barrow.
I think that one started outside and broke even further outside. And Abby popped it up to the second baseman, her first at bat. Senior outfielder.
Strike swinging.
Just tipped it.
Stays alive. Way outside. 1-2.
Catcher set up outside. Ball.
That was a little odd.
Yeah. It didn't hit the catcher spot.
No.
Hit the backstop, though.
Yep. Boy, if you missed the backstop. Wow. 2-2. Strike three looking.
In that same corner. And second time through the order, I mean, there's been enough called strike at that outside corner. Those girls have to know that the umpire's calling that there, and got to protect with 2 strikes.
Brings up Delaney Jaden.
Pitcher's in the dirt for ball 1.
Ball bounces across the plate. 2-2 or 2-0.
Working ahead here is Jaden, so should see a good one to hit here. She did. She popped it up to the second baseman. She fields it.
It's the end of 4. No runs, no hits. We go to the top of the 5th. Redbirds lead 1-0. Well, we got Jaden the lead. She just needs to mow him down the rest of the way.
She's been pitching really well so far. And like I said, she's been ahead in a lot of her counts, and she's working inside outside well. So, and her defense is here tonight. So, get that to continue for 3 more innings and take home a sectional win.
Lauren Summers, the first 3 batters are Lauren Summers, Carly Conger, and Megan Cooney for Bloomington. And they are 0 for 1, 0 for 1, and 0 for 1.
We'll take our chances there.
Yeah.
Lauren Summers first up for the Purple Raiders.
She popped out to the catcher her first time up. That's a called strike.
Outside corner again. It's a good place to get your first strike. Ball's hit up in the air to the third baseman, Litvak. She catches it for the first out.
He was in foul territory. That's a foul out.
Strike 1 to Carly Conger. Grounded out to shortstop, her first at bat.
Ball up. Just a little bit outside. 2-1 the count.
1 down, nobody on.
That's a called strike. 2-2.
This umpire likes to delay his call a little
Yeah.
bit, doesn't he? Kind of like the college umpires.
It's just a little bit low. Full count.
Fouled up against the backstop, still full count.
Batter's hanging tough. Brought another one straight back. Still a full count.
I went up like this and jumped. So I came down.
Pretty good try by Hartnett. Dove, just missed it.
And then I tried to take my next step and my foot didn't.
Still full count.
It's about 4 foul balls. Got to come back with another strike. Keep throwing strikes.
Called ball 4.
Oh, my stars.
Got to give her credit. That's a pretty good at bat.
Yeah,
Took a close one.
I think she saw 9 pitches there, and she took a close one for ball 4.
Yeah. Megan Cooney, the next batter.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1 out, 1 on for the Bloomington Raiders.
Swing and a miss.
Jaden went up with the first 2 pitchers here. See where she goes on an 0-2. Swinging, strike 3.
The second out of the inning. It brings up Dana Conway, the number 9 hitter. She grounded out to the second baseman her first time up.
Runner on first still for Bloomington. Ball 1.
He called that a strike.
Oh, did he? I'm sorry. I'm looking down and writing too fast.
He's got that delayed call. They can hear the strike call. We just can't. We have to wait for the signal.
It's not that way in track. You see the starters puff of the smoke
Yeah.
before you hear it.
It's up and out of play. Strike 2. A few years ago, Notre Dame High School had a baseball player named Darren Epley, who got drafted by the Cleveland Indians, went on and played. I think he got as high as AAA maybe. Real good player.
The ball's hit up the middle. Fielded by the center fielder.
They won't test her arm anymore. So they have runners at first and second. With the top of the order coming up, Taylor Clugston,
who has 2 singles so far.
But Tommy Adams was a first baseman for Metamora, and Darren Epley hit a shot past him. He swears to God that he heard the ball whistle past his ear, and then he heard the ping of the bat.
And that's a solid single up the middle. Runners coming home, throws coming home. Not in time. Run scores, the tie of the game. Clugston moves up to second base on the throw home. Tie game 1-1 on the single by Clugston.
So 2 outs, 2 on. Runners at second and third. That brings up Madison
Castillo, who was 0 for 2.
Swing and a miss.
And that was the first pitch that Clugston went after, too. She saw something she liked there. Ball's up in the air.
That's backing out of play. 0-2. Well, you figure you're going to have to score at least 2, maybe 3 runs anyway to win the game.
Ball's up in the air. Second baseman's back.
And she catches it.
Backpedaling.
So they get 1 run on 1 hit.
2 hits.
2 hits. 2 runners left. Halfway through inning number 5, we're all tied up at 1. Brooke Ahrens, Chloe Harmon, and Rachel Litvak lead first 3 batters for the Redbirds here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Get to the 5th inning, and then you're the batter. You're thinking this might be my last at bat of the game, so you really want to make that count.
Yep.
Number 5, Brooke Ahrens takes her spot in the batter's box to lead off the inning for the Redbirds. 0 for 1 so far, looking for her first hit of the night.
We had him down in the second game of doubleheader 10-1 and lost 12 to 10. Not that we're very good. Still, they have some back. And we helped them. We helped them.
That's a line out to the shortstop for the first out of the inning.
Brings up Chloe Harmon. Single, her first at bat. Nice single up the middle and scored our only run of the game on a pass ball. Called strike 1. Guess where it was, Scott?
Outside corner.
Yep.
Both pitchers have kind of made a living out there. Oh, and 2's the count now to Harmon. Ball's hit down the right field line. Second baseman makes a nice dash over to the right field line for the catch for the second out of the inning. Brings up Rachel Litvak, the number 9 hitter.
Looking for her first hit of the night. 2 outs for the Redbirds.
Called that a strike. Ball's up, 1-1. Ball outside.
Rachel's ahead in the count now, 2-1.
Ball up.
Good at bat by Rachel. Ahead in the count now, 3-1. Should be looking for something in her hitting zone, something she can drive. Strike 2. Full count now to Litvak with 2 outs. Short pop up to first base.
Third out of the inning. No runs, no hits. Through 5. We're all tied up at 1.
Top of the 6th inning now for the Bloomington Purple Raiders. 3, 4, 5 hitters, Hannah Planice, Lyndsey Henderson, and Julia Buab.
So we'll have the top of the order coming up in the bottom of the 6th inning, which is a good thing.
You bet. Definitely that's the part of the order you want up when it's crunch time, 6th inning. We got to be looking to put a couple of more runs on there. Get the lead again, get that momentum back. Planice is 0 for 2 tonight, but she's their 3 hitter, very dangerous hitter. Notes are that she's their home run leader for their team too, so got to be careful.
Takes the first pitch. Now it's a nice place to put that first pitch, kind of inside on the hands.
Love it.
You know, you can never get hurt when you pitch on the inside half of the plate. 0-2. The ball drifts out over the plate. That's when you get into trouble.
That's dangerous.
That's a nice 0-2 pitch right there.
Stayed outside. A little bit too much outside. Evens a count at 2-2.
Strike 3. The first out of the inning. Lyndsey Henderson, the next batter for Bloomington.
Jaden was able to stay low in the strike zone on that and got Planice to swing and miss.
She's 0 for 2 also.
Ball hit right back to Jaden. Easy play to first base.
Quickly 2 outs. 5 pitches so far.
We'll take it. The ball's got past the center fielder, goes to the fence. She's going to second, and she's rounding for third.
Two down. You know, you can probably make that play when there's 2 outs, as long as you keep her from circling the bases, which they have.
Strike 1.
It's where the pitcher's got to pick up her fielders for her. Took a chance, dove for a ball, didn't come up with it, but
oh, she went after it. So
yes.
I applaud her for that.
0-2. If she can get the strikeout, all will be forgotten. Strike 3.
And a strike 3.
That's a big strikeout right there. Picked up the center fielder and got ourselves out of a little bit of a jam.
Definitely. And that was harder the order up there for Bloomington in the 6th inning.
So no runs, 1 hit. Give her a hit.
I gave her a hit.
1 left. Halfway through inning number 5. 6, excuse me. Halfway through inning number 6. All tied up at 1. as good, as nice of a night as it's been, and it's starting to cloud up. The rest of the week looks pretty nasty.
Yeah, I think about midnight for the next 18 hours, we're supposed to get pretty severe thunderstorms. So I'm glad we're getting it in tonight. Top of the order up for the Redbirds here, Hartnett, Tucker, and Hargis. Great time for a rally.
Just got to get on base. You can't be afraid to take a walk either. And if you can step into a pitch, any way to get on.
Hartnett, that ball just foul. Hartnett tried to create there. Just put that ball down in front of the plate. Just went foul. So I don't think the catcher had a chance to field it. I mean, she just would have had to let it go foul if it would. If not, it was just going to die in fair territory, and Hartnett was on. And that's through for a single. Leadoff batter is on for the Redbirds. Nice solid single by Hartnett.
That's a big hit for the Redbirds to get this inning started with nobody out. That brings up Abbey Tucker.
I like the aggressiveness by Hartnett there. I mean, first pitch, she's trying to create. The second one, hey, I'll just do a nice solid single in the right field. Brings up Tucker, as you said, second baseman. I think she's bunting. A little bit of confusion there. Hartnett went ahead and took second base on the foul ball.
You know,
umpires directed her back to first.
As a catcher, I hated when players bunted because they got that bat right in the line of sight of.
They know that. The throw's going to second base, but she is safe.
That's good hustle by Hartnett.
The throw's a little bit high. The shortstop went up in the air to catch it, and Hartnett slid in safe under her.
So the Redbirds have something going here in the bottom of the sixth.
2 on, nobody out. It's rally time.
Now you got your number 3 hitter Hargis up. I don't think you waste a bunt with her, do you?
She's a solid line drive hitter, and definitely at least give her one swing.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes the strategy is, hey, I'll give you one, give you a chance. If you don't, you're bunting.
She's 0 for 2?
Yes. Bunt up in the air.
Both runners did a nice job of getting back. That brings up Mackenzie Marshall. She's also 0 for 2.
Good speed on the bases for the Redbirds with Hartnett and Tucker. Called strike 1.
Well, do you take the chance and let her try and steal third? Ooh, boy, that looked inside, didn't it?
That's a tough one to take for a strike. 0-2 to Marshall.
Way to hang tough.
Marshall fouls it off. Hartnett does have the speed to steal third. So, I mean, if she gets an aggressive jump, I could see giving her the green light. Her other run was scored on a pass ball, so put that pressure on the defense.
To the count.
Outside.
And both runners will move up. Well, now there's 1 out. Two runners in scoring position. If she can get a base hit, you could score 2.
This is one of those you do it in practice. Ground ball to second base to that right-hand side, scores a run. You got good speed at third. She's going to score.
Situational hitting.
Yep. Just kind of stick that bat hit out there and
Oh,
the
just
ball's
barely
just
foul.
Count is still 1-2 to Marshall.
You gotta run. You gotta make him make a play.
That would have been huge in that situation.
Brings up Abbey Barrow,
You gotta make him
senior.
first.
Abby can do this here. Got confidence in her.
Ball's outside. And that scores the go-ahead run on a pass ball. Wow. We've scored both our runs on pass balls.
Runner on third, 2 down. Abbey Barrow with the 2-0 count. 2 down. She's got to be licking her chops here.
Ball low. Is that 3-0?
2-1.
2-1.
The ball hit the ground.
And they just barely get her at first base for the third out, but one hit, 1 run, 1 left. At the end of 6, Redbirds lead 2-1. Okay, we got Delaney Jaden lead now.
That's right. Going into the 7th inning here, the Redbirds score on a pass ball. Hartnett, got the solid single to begin with, and used her speed on what was going to be a forced play at second. The throw was a little bit high. She slid under it, was safe at second, moved up on pass balls to third and home and scored. So Redbirds got the lead, top of the 7th. Like you said, it's pitcher's time. Senior battery, Delaney Jaden, Kara Hartnett, looking to bring this home for the Redbirds.
The one thing you got to be just happy with is that we put ourselves in a position to win. Irregardless of what happens, we put ourselves in a position to win.
Exactly.
So 3 outs to go to put us in the sectional championship.
Carly Conger is up for Bloomington. She walked her last at bat.
So you have 7, 8, and 9 coming up. Ball just a little bit low. Strike 1. I always thought that in a tight ball game, in the last inning, the most important out's that first out.
Oh, you bet. Gives you a lot more options. If you're a pitcher, that ball's hit back to the backstop, 1-2. Conger 0 for 1 with the walk tonight.
That's strike 3. There's the first out of the inning.
Guess where it was, Scott?
On the outside corner.
Both these left-handed pitchers that live there tonight. Brings up Megan Cooney, 0 for 2 on the night. Let's take a look. Is this a pinch hitter?
Number 7.
Number 7, Brooke Arnold. Came inside.
You know, that didn't miss by much. It ended up inside, but when it crossed the plate, I bet it was pretty close.
It was moving from left to right from our vantage point.
Strike 1. 5 more strikes to go. Ball up.
The ball hit the dirt, hearting it.
And got her at first base. That's a nice play by the catcher. There's where the left-handed catcher comes in handy.
She had the angle, didn't
Yes.
she? She pounced out of that crouched position to make that play there. 2 down for the Redbirds.
Brings up
7th inning, number 9 hitter. Dana Conway, 1 for 2 in the night with a single her last at bat.
ball's a little low.
2-0's the count.
2 down here in the bottom or the top of the 7th inning. Redbirds lead 2-1. That's a strike called. 2-1. There's strike 2 called.
2 down, 2 strikes. The fans are getting up, making some noise. Great crowd here tonight for Metamora softball game. Ball's hit up in the air. Hargis calls it, makes the squeeze for the 3rd out, Scott.
And the Redbirds win 2-1. They advance to the sectional championship. They'll take on East Peoria Saturday morning at 11.
I believe so. Great win by the Redbirds tonight, Scott.
That's a big win for Metamora. Didn't get a lot of hits. What, they have 2 hits?
2 hits tonight, 2 runs. In the regional championship, they scored 3 runs on 3 hits. So
they're making the most of the hits they do get, and they've put themselves in the championship of the sectional.
That's a great postseason run by this team. They had a tough regular season. You know, we did several of the games, Scott, and lost a lot of close games, but figured it out here at the end of the season and putting a nice win streak together.
So that'll do it from Metamora High School. Redbirds win 2-1.